This documentary is brought to you by the Bulawayo Progressive Residents Association, BUPRA. BUPRA is a community-based and membership-driven organization established in 2007 as a non-partisan platform to promote effective residents and stakeholder interaction and participation in local governance. Vuzu Parties have become a huge source of concern for the people of Bulawayo. These parties, organized by youths, especially school-going children below the age of 18, have got the city worried about a generation fast losing its way. The parties are characterized by drug and alcohol abuse and sexual orgies that have shocked stakeholders in the city. The media has been awash with stories of stomach-turning goings-on at these parties. The Bulawayo Progressive Residents Association has been working with a number of stakeholders in the city to find a lasting solution to the Vuzu problem. In this documentary, we unravel the Vuzu problem. We speak to youths that have been active in the organizing and participating in the parties. We also talk to stakeholders on the way forward in addressing a problem that threatens to destabilize the city and rob it of the best of its young people. BUPRA Vice Chairperson raises an alarm on the scourge of Vuzu Parties.
Vuzu Party njengomuntu omdala ngwakhangelela ukuthi mabi kakhulu ngoba ayaphambanisa abantwana kakhulu. Akuselanto abayicabangayo ngaphandle kokuthi baye kuma-Vuzu Party. Uyabona ke kuma-Vuzu Party akulanto enhle ngoba akunaminyaka egabiweyo ukuthi ongena ku-Vuzu Party umuntu oneminyaka emingaki. Okuyingozi kakhulu ngoba into yonke kumele ibe lesilinganiso seminyaka. Uyabona ukhansili kudala wayesithi eBhawa akungena umuntu under 21. Kwakukuhle kakhulu ngoba kwakuvikela umntwana. Ngoba siyakwazi ukuthi kulento okuthiwa umntwana vele yena kumele avikelwe agcinwe evikelwe.
We spoke to one youth, KB, who used to organize the Vuzus, and he shares how the Vuzu started and how they are organized.
For me, I just caught up with the way I was in school. I think I was around Form 4. So we have like sessions where it's like Saturdays. There's no plan, you don't know the plan. No, before that there were clubs that used to be to operate during the day. Like there was a club called Sapan. Yeah, Sapan. So they were closed at the time. So people opted for doing normal house parties. So you'd attend the house party, maybe it was in Kumari or so. But it starts off from a text message. Someone will text you the address and say what's going to happen there. Then for boys obviously pay, then for girls then you attend with alcohol, people that are on weed, that drink weed, or other drugs. I didn't know about drugs, but you just do whatever you want to do and just have fun. You know, like with they're kids and there's no adults and so. But then at that time they were limited at the time. Maybe a party would start maybe 2 and then maybe end at around 6. Then maybe go.
Another youth, Mandla, who also participated in the Vuzu Parties, describes a sexual orgy he participated in involving 7 boys and 1 girl.
Abantwana sasorganize eveni like indlu nohlomjito tuyabelenza sifike kona ngale endlini singamajita sibaningi abantwana njalo. And then I remember kule occasion esadula umntwana oyi-1 singu-7 sitshintshana. Occasion yabona sayibiza sayithi yi-Dimaria. By then uDimaria wayegqoka number 7. So wayi-7 in 1. So sabe sibiza sathi yi-Dimaria occasion yakona. Yeah. So into esasitha ngabantwana. Kwapho ngokunathisa utshwala. Abantwana esithe bathanda ifana. Ukuthenga imbodlela eyi-1 nje badayise. So kuyikudlana.
JB goes on to say that the girls they sleep with at the Vuzu Parties are as young as 15. They applied with alcohol, and the boys have discovered that a cocktail of a cider called Storm and a spirit called Russian Bear is the quickest way of loosening up the girls, making it easy to sleep with them.
Kodwa at this stage phela kule mix evele sesiyaziyo thina ukuthi umntwana uma ufuna ukuthi vele one time yabona istorm athenga istorm le train there i-Russian bill ihlanganise usinika umntwana leyo umntwana uyazivelise so vele ku-evil authority babefuna ke babe kwasingathi siyakuvuvela babe sokuseyelevel yokudala esikhathi uyazibona suthayeleke ngomntana ukuseyelevel vele kuyakutshintsha instead zakhona.
According to Anele, the Vuzus happen on any day. The key is to find vulnerable young people, especially those with parents in the diaspora, since there is little parental supervision.
Lokho ngokwenzakala anything like kungasikungaba limali ingacabanga ukuyanatha then silibisa amankazana and then silihamba maybe ngomunye like abanye babehlala abazali babehlala esi so indlebe yethu so nxa yedwa kumpana ufind ukuthi ke kule opportunity eningi ukuthi singakwazi ukwenza anything like every freedom then sokuthi ngutshwala sesihlanganisa imali sesithenga utshwala sokubizwa amankazana then sokuyivuzu party like mostly amanye vele every Saturday actually khona like this days since ungani so amapolisa siyalate okay mostly amavuzu ngiyaqanisa ukuthi bekubize let's say umngane wakho then silihamba khona ngale amavuzu unevele abunganathi and stuff yabo and then sufika ngale ifind ukuthi susenze ezinye izinto like ukubhema ukunatha having sex advice engayinika amanye youth ukuthi stay away from amavuzu parties labangane ababe kutshelile eceleni such because sometimes ugcina usuregret ezinye izinto othi ngabo awuzenzanga ngabe kade suphambili and like abantu ke kuthiwa khona hambo yenza sex lokazana lwana wathi ungagqoki condom and stuff then you end up susiba lo mntwana then ungasahambi esikolo usumele udinga imali ukuthi ukhangele umntwana wakhona nabo yabona.
Sustainable solution has to be child-centered and help to create a healthy environment for them to grow up in. The solution must address the root causes of the problem and avoid papering over the issue.
Community to raise a child. Our data is our communities. Yes, they may not be doing it, but if we go out there and talk to our peers, our data are the ones who are tenga because Tina but when I'm not done, because maybe economy or something, Iman is like, hey, we buy you to go and buy that alcohol for us. And then also come and say, there's been this other misconception in the last days. We blame the poor voters. Allow me to say poor voters. Then we assume they are also part of what Vuzu Parties. But as we speak right now, somewhere in this city, a Vuzu Party or two are happening. Sikuluma so, come down and school and they've organized their Vuzu Parties. At the same time, we also come and say we have discovered a particular blazer sponsored Vuzu Parties. These blazer sponsored Vuzu Parties are whereby I am a child. I'm influential in my area of operation. A blazer will come, I can never let also organize a party because they want to test whatever drug they have. They will organize that party because then you want to end up with my friends.
What kind of stringent laws are you putting against these things that will then help? Because young people, all they know is that I got arrested. It's going to be a cool thing. I got arrested, I went to Central, I'm out, I paid a fine, let's do it again. It becomes a thing that will actually help these Vuzu parties to actually go crazy. So I think there has to be structures put in place that are going to actually help in terms of monitoring. Let's help that. Let's see where we can monitor how police can be involved, how the law society can be involved. They can come in with ways of trying to bring about moral laws, because this is more a morality issue than anything else. And then the church plays a part. Like for instance, if these kids that were caught, there's 130 kids, what happened after that? Was there any counseling that was done? Was there any follow-up done for them, the 130 whatever kids that were arrested? Did those police take the information of those kids and said, you're not living here until your parents or guardian comes to pick you up? And in that case, we have parachurch organizations that are already standing by to then make sure that there will be a counseling session that takes place between the guardian or the parent of this of this child, and at the same time also monitoring, because some of these kids can now call a friend and say, yo, a friend who's older, and say, come and get me out of jail, you're my uncle. So how are we monitoring?
A rehabilitation expert, Mthandazo Ndlovu, concurs with that creating safe spaces to entertain and educate themselves would go a long way in dealing with the Vuzu parties.
It's the Vuzu term going about, aren't you? And then when we look at it, the bracketing factor is entertainment, enjoyment coming from the youth. And so the whole thing that is there is we need then to identify where is the mind of the youth in terms of enjoyment. Okay. So you look, they're taking themselves out, so we call it an excursion, an entertainment excursion. So then why not, even as a city, identify places where we say, okay, fine, youth, these are safe places for entertainment excursions. Take them out to a place whereby fine, we've got the DJs that they love, but that place could be drug-free and sex-free there. No sex, no drugs there. We make sure that things are uptight there. And then also, in the momentum, instead of having what they call Vuzu parties, then we call those vision parties. Why am I saying vision parties? We then bring in motivational speakers that speaks to them and activates them with no daughter. This is where you can go, this is where you can be. As they enjoy themselves, they're also what? Educated. Yeah. So it also becomes a zone of interest for them. With Lapana Siakolesa, and also we get a resource information of who we are and how to brand ourselves for the future. So we really need to do those boot camps. Kids that are probably have these other issues, whether it's drug and substance abuse or sex issues, there's a specialist that can also be talking to, no, this is the route, you shouldn't be doing it this way. And those that need help, maybe that center can then even be a conduit of help. It's perfect, okay, do you want to withdraw from substance abuse? Then we set a program even there. But when they're coming in during those holidays, it's a time for total recovery for them, for the better. Look at the girl child, maybe Opongoela had sex, and now is very like saying, but what did I do? So if we create that space, that child can find somebody to speak to, and then everyone's would know that wasn't the end of the world. Now put yourself right. Yeah, a collective place for the young person and activate them for their vision and destiny. I think we really need that as a city. We make the city Vuzu-less but visionful.
The Vuzu parties are an urgent problem requiring immediate solutions. If left unchecked, there is the danger of losing future generations to drug and alcohol abuse, not to mention the sexual immorality. Something must be done, and done very fast, or we will soon be singing Safa Sapela Isizwe.
You can also become a member of Bulawayo Progressive Residents Association by joining the BUPRA structure in your ward. Visit our officer at 409 4th floor Fidelity Life Center at the corner of 11th Avenue and 5th Street in Bulawayo. You can also call us on 029 61196. You can also follow us on our social media pages BUPRA Uhlelo Lwezakhamizi.